That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Willis now off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ready?
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, it's Willis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Willis. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 25 on second down, Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go play action with Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hall again on second down. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They scored on their... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Back to 60, back to 60. Back to 60. Check contact, check contact. 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. 39 Broncos. Ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Buffalo 18.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on second down. Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Seven Pirates. Warriors 17.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Again, Willis to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. 3rd down, it's Willis. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Willis on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
In motion left, the tight end. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Malik Willis, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 light.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Come 19, come 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Hurt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
To try again after the sack.
Willis.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to... And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 1st down, Willis.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall,
56 yards.
and the Jets are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
That'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10, Willis.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Shotgun snap to Willis.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA.
Ready, set, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
70 range, 60 Maverick.
First and 10, it's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Room here to run. Uses the stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Paul on to give up the middle. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Drop 50. 60 Bobcat.
Here's second and 8. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49, Jets, 14. Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Willis. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 79 Broncos. Hurt.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Franco leading. Mustang 19.
First down, Tennessee.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
65, 18, 5 years. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself. Doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Still going inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Bass. Good. And they'll cut the lead down back to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 50.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
19 strikes, 19 strikes.
3rd and 2, Willis.
For Kidder here, it's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Willis has this complete to Woods.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
On first down, Willis.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
79 Broncos. Nothing 19. 18, Pioneer. Hey.
Willis will look to pass again here.
Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing again on second down. Willis. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Check pass, check pass. 7 Pirates, 19 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals, Warriors, 17.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Geno. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
pass run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Smith now to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 4th down, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Cousins on fourth down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Cousins will try and throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And that is incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half end.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The final shot here before break. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Cook. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
Cook.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now Gino on first down. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46.
Walker now on first and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
We saw this line in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And I don't think he got there. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Walker with another carry.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And they convert in style right there. Big play on 4th and long. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cousins to throw it. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Cousins again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Cousins to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
It's fourth down.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Finding Walker complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Sticking with Walker on second down. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was